out of his mind. He was absolutely crazy. God bless him. He went to Vietnam, and he came back with, you know, different mindset. He didn't take life very seriously, but he played better rhythm guitar than anyone on the planet. So to get back to all this, so we had Jennifer Batten on lead guitar, and David on rhythm guitar, Freddie or Sam on bass, Jonathan Moffat, and Isaiah Sanders, who I plucked from Stevie Wonder's band because that's where I came from. I was in Stevie Wonder's band, and that's how you get into a band like Michael Jackson. You have to be in another band. That's pretty important. So, how long does rehearsal take? It takes 3 weeks to get all the songs together, and that involves a lot of stuff. And so, on that third week, you're with the singers, and hopefully at the end of the third week, you're sounding really good. The next 3 weeks are production rehearsals. So we go to like Barker Hangar, Santa Monica, or
Universal.
Yeah, you go to this huge aircraft hangar because that's the only place that you can fit all the sound and lights in. And then you sit there and you get the show together. And then Michael shows up whenever he's so good at what he did that he didn't have to show up at all. And sometimes that would happen. So he would sit there like on the, sometimes we were getting ready for stuff. And we had to do a lot more than tours. We did one-offs. We played, we're in Bahrain, or whatever it's called, Sultan of Brunei, yeah. We do these one-offs. And they were very complex because when you get ready to do a single gig like a one-off, it still involves the same amount of production to do a whole tour. So it's very expensive and very intense. So we'd rehearse with sound and lights, and Michael would come in, sometimes not until the last day, and wouldn't even come up on stage. He'd sit in the audience with a piece of paper taking notes. You know, what he liked and what he didn't like, and hopefully he liked it. And we and him got so used to working with each other that, and Michael Prince probably remember this, when we did Blood on the Dance Floor, I knew exactly how to make that work for the band, and he comes out on, we're already on tour, one of these tours, and we had just been in Montreux in between legs, just four of us, me and Matt Carpenter, Matt Forger, Bruce Woody, and Mick Kozlowski, doing Blood on the Dance Floor, Morphine, those songs. And so now it's next leg of the tour, and I knew exactly what it would take to make Blood on the Dance Floor work for him. And he comes out on stage, and he was very critical. You know, he's like he's not an easy person to please, and he just said, "This is delicious." You know, because by that point in time, we knew exactly how to make him like something. If the arrangement was, you have to be able to arrange, so that's a given. And then you hit him with the side fills really loud, louder than you can imagine.
Really loud.
You know, he painfully loud. And then you, not to be technical, but you tweak it up about 2K, which means he always likes sounds that hurt. He'd say, "Hurt me," you know. He'd say, "Drying in your face," and that means percussion, no reverb. And you peak it out right in the mid-range. You know, so it's like you don't bring the high ends up, or you don't bring the low end up, just right in the middle, so it actually hurts. And that's what he liked. And so we knew by that point in time, it was really easy emptying his stuff, but I could do it in my sleep. And it was just glorious. And that's how you get ready for a tour. That's how many weeks it takes, and those are some of the elements involved. So.
MD is a music director, just if you're not familiar with that term.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Just a quick question. I was fortunate enough to see the history tour in Sydney.
Oh, okay.
When Michael decided to include DS and Come Together.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't in the previous night, it wasn't in the shows in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So, what would spur him on to go, yeah.
That was, listen, when that kind of stuff happened, it was a nightmare for us because this show is so structured with production, you know, like there's just black or white and all these amps are going up and sound and lights are doing their thing and production's going, you remember all that stuff. So if he would change the set list up or add something to it, it just threw a really big crimp into every, you know, it's terrible. And so we'd all be freaking out, and somehow we always seem to make it work, but he as the artist had the right to do that. And so that's you just have to deal with it. So, you know, DS was very, you know, serious song for Michael because we all know what that was about, right? Yeah. And what he was going through was just unbelievable. And just as a note, you know, in the worst of times when he was, you know, going through things that none of us can imagine, right? He was still getting up and working on music, and that's just unbelievable. You know, he never stopped doing that, and that's the God's truth. I don't know how somebody can be that strong. Do you know what I'm talking about, Sundberg?
Mhm.
The way his mind works?
And he didn't bring it into the control room.
No.
I mean, he'd drop it at the mic and leave it there.
Yeah. Yeah, he was thin, you know, he's a dancer and a singer, not a big burly guy, but he's the strongest human being I've ever seen in my life, you know, as far as just his head. You know, real amazing guy, so.
I think I've told these guys this before, but somebody coined the phrase, he was the most bullied man on the planet.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Without question.
Yeah.
All right, so it's your time.